All right, and we are live. Okay, so Viv, going back to instructions on creating an event from Facebook so that you can basically promote your event and get people invited who are already in your network. These will be people who are in your friends list. There's two ways of doing it because obviously, if you have your personal Facebook profile and you have a group, and let's even say you have a fan page, you basically are going to have two different ways that you'll create an event. So we'll come to showing you how to do the fan page later. What we're going to do now is create an event right from the Facebook profile. And the way you do that is you basically go to your home page, and you can see on the left hand side that there's going to be an option called events. If you click on that, it will actually bring you to the events screen, which will show you every event that you basically have been invited to, every event that's going on for anyone who is already in your friends network. It also, of course, showed you people's birthdays. A lot of times people have paid for ads, so here on the right, you'll be able to see any type of events that are going on that are in your area. Plus, here at the top, you've got several tabs. You've got your invites. Okay, so when you click on that, you'll basically be able to see, of course, people that have invited you to some type of function. You have any events that you have saved, and then, of course, you have events that you're hosting. Okay, and as you can
Okay.
see here, I have already created the event that is going to be reflective of our Google Hangout tonight at 8 p.m. Okay, now on your side, what you're going to do is you're actually going to create the event. So you're going to hit create, and then you're going to, here where it says name, you're going to put the title. Okay, and then you're going to put details. Make sure in the details section that you also put in the link that I sent you so that people will actually be able to click on the link to get into the Hangout. Okay, and where it says where, I generally always just put Google Hangouts here. Okay, and then there's going to be an auto populate, and that's fine. You can leave it just like that. Okay, and then you're also going to put when this is going to occur, which would be today, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time,
Oh, it's
and
8 o'clock.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
8 o'clock Eastern. And then
Um,
privacy,
9.
I'm sorry.
Um, I'm sorry.
And then you have your privacy settings. You can do a couple of things here. If you want this event to be public, meaning anyone on Facebook, and it doesn't matter if they're in your network or they're not, to be able to attend this event, which also means that if you send this event, if you send an invite to this event to someone, they also can send it on to others as well, then you're going to keep it public. If you want this event to be only centralized for guests and friends, then you would basically click that option. Okay? And then basically from here, what you can do is you can hit create. I wouldn't recommend just yet that you start inviting. And the reason is because when you hit create, it's going to give you just a generic banner at the top. And what you can do after you've created the event, like I have here, if I click create, okay, as you can see, we've got 6 people who have accepted that they're going to go. But what you can do is you can make this custom so that you can start to create some branding, which is real important, especially because this Google Hangout is also going to be reflective of a series. So, in order for people to identify that, oh, wow, that must be the Freedom Fighters, that must be, Val, Viv, and Sonia, their hangout. So what we should do is to use something that's going to be consistent so that they know exactly that this is something that's coming from you. Okay, so branding can be very important here because it can help to drive the attendance up for your event. Okay, now the options that I have asked you to fill out is exactly what you see here, okay, including the link so that people can attend the event. And then, of course, there are some people that have started to, make some comments. Okay, you will get notification as they make comments. Okay, so feel free to address those individuals. Forward to seeing you there. Okay, and then we will address Break. Okay, and then basically that's it. Okay, people can do the same. As you can see, these are individuals that really haven't done anything but like the image. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a reason why I use this image. It's really, really popular. Okay. Um, if I were you, you've got those two images on that PowerPoint presentation. What you could do is even use one of those, and this way people can attend. Okay. Now, the second part of what I did was I actually sent you an invite from here, meaning that I actually put your name in so that you can see what it looks like from the end user when we have invited someone to a Google Hangout. That's going
Okay.
to show in your notification. So that's going to show up for you here. Okay,
Okay.
this way you know how to explain to other people, especially after you have invited them, how to basically explain that, hey, listen, we're going to have a, hangout. I sent you an invite. Did you get it? And they say, no, I don't know where to find it. Then you can explain to them where to go so that they can accept that they're actually going to go. Okay,
Okay.
now one
Okay.
more thing that I wanted to show you. This is
Yeah.
another way to be able to drive attendance is that I did a post yesterday knowing that we were going to do some education that basically just said, hey, great things coming. Please leave a comment if you want to access, to my Google Hangouts where we're going to cover some free marketing, engagement, funnels, email marketing, the whole nine. Okay. And what we see here are people that have begun to leave comments. So what I'm going to do is I am going to split my screen like what we talked about. Okay, so I'm going to take this event. Okay, and I am basically going to let me go back to the other event that's coming through Mind. As you can see, this is the one I created for my group. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over to our events, and I'm going to go back to hosting, and I'm going to go back to this one here. Okay, this one's coming from my profile, as you can see here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this out. Okay, you can actually drag and drop and put this in a whole new browser. Okay, so you see how it's in a separate browser. Okay, and I am going to close my other apps. And I am going to ask to show the windows side by side. Okay, bear with me, it might take a little bit. There's a couple other things open. I'm going to shut those down. I'm going to minimize our Google Hangout, and then I am going to basically resize these so that they're side by side. Okay, and that's how you place them side by side. Okay, so you see that? And now I'm going to go back to my post, and I've got this window open here, and I'm going to invite all those that have expressed that they want to attend. Okay, see that? I'm going to go back over here to this window, view 26 more comments. I left off at Eileen, and we have Karen next. She's already invited, so I got her. Lynn Vick, I got her. I got Candy Reese. Let's see if I got Michael. I have him. Tony, Michelle Leaf. Let's see if I have Dorcella. Okay, her name is not coming up, which means that she's probably someone who is not a current friend of mine. Oh, she is. That's weird that her name is not coming up. Okay, so let me send her a message. Here is a link to my Hangout for this evening. Can't wait to see you there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to just copy this link. Copy. And then I am going to come back over to this window. Uh-oh, I think I closed out that message. Where is she? Here she is.
I can't clearly see, but I'm kind of getting the gist of it.
Okay. You know, the recording is going to help because at least you'll be able to make that like in a bigger screen.
Okay.
And I'll send you that. I'll upload that to YouTube and I'll send that to you as soon as we're done. Okay, so I have her. She has the link. I couldn't invite her from this window. I'm not really sure why. Okay, we have her. Eric, he has confirmed attendance. Okay, so as you can see, and let me just make this one a little bit bigger, but as you can see, we already have people who are saying yes, they're going, maybe. Okay, and of course you can see that there's a total of like 44 invited. When people have acknowledged or have said maybe to attending, it also is going to start showing up in news feeds. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And one of the things that I'm doing here on my end is I am going to work on this morning after I finish our agenda. I'm going to work on getting some people invited. And the way you do that is when you hit invite, it brings up a screen of literally all your friends except people who you've already invited. They will be grayed out. And I'm going to spend some time going through this, and I'm actually going to invite some people here.
You just have to click on it, correct?
Yeah, all you do is, you know, just select their name. Okay. I'm trying not to grab people who are, you know, cross promoting. We're not going to talk a whole lot about products, but we will, you know, mention, you know, the IC product line, and that we're going to do some courses that fall into sync with that. Okay. He would be a good one. This guy could use some training. Okay, and when you click on their names, you hit send. And then that actually sends them an invitation that they can accept. Okay, now again, you want to watch comments because people are asking questions. Okay, she's going to be at a business convention. Okay. And then basically, what I do when I do something like this is I have got a piece of paper. This is part of my little wacky organizational skill. You could also pop open your marketing plan, like what we talked about. Okay.
Right.
And what we could do is you open up your marketing sheet for today, or you can write down. Let me just go and grab our marketing sheet for today, 9/11. I'm going to work on that here with you too. Okay, and then here's the marketing plan. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump my number two item because I probably won't get to that until late this evening. So I'm going to put um, and then I'm just going to put her name here so I don't forget. Okay, because I will if I try to depend on my mental to-do list. Okay, so what you could do is you can start, keeping a list of people who say, "Oh, I don't know if I can make it." This way you know who you're sending out, the recorded link to. Okay? And then once you've completed the Google Hangout, then you send them over the link, and then you can basically just make a note for yourself to follow up with them, see what they think. Let them know that this is going to be first of a series. If they want to be invited to the next one, just, please send you a note. And that's basically it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so that I can get that uploaded for you, but I'll still be able to answer any questions that you have. Sounds good?
That's great.
All right.